Geobotany is the general study of plants that show unique affinities to geological substrates and processes. From space, the rough outlines of Alabama's geomorphic and geological profile become apparent. Just east of the Mississippi River Basin, a broad and light green arc sweeps across the southeastern United States. Known as the Black Belt Prairie, this arc has long created unique habitats and soils out of the underlying Selma chalk. The Selma chalk represents a late Cretaceous shoreline and shallow marine environment. As stated in the excellent volume by Jim Lacefield, Lost Worlds in Alabama Rocks, the impermeable nature of the Selma chalk is responsible for helping create Alabama's Black Belt Prairie region. The low water holding capacity and alkalinity of the soils originating over chalk promotes tall grass meadows with many wildflowers as well as cedar glade communities. Here we see our first example of geobotany. Even from space, we can see vegetative implications of Alabama geology. South of the Prairie Arc, verdant coastal plains sweep out to the Gulf of Mexico. A vast woodland and prairie meadows have occupied these coastal plains over the last 2 million years. Fires clear out the forest on a regular interval relative to the lifetimes of many forest species. The woods and meadows are boon companions to the rivers that flow out to the Gulf of Mexico. Due to its humid subtropical climate, Alabama hosts as many as 14 different watersheds. Northeast of the prairie, the sinews of the Appalachian Mountains reach down from the Smokies. The last ridges of the southern highlands, the Appalachians find their southern terminus in Alabama, where they become buried under Cretaceous sands. During the late 19th and early 20th century, the industrial city of Birmingham grew from iron ore mined from the Appalachian ridges along this terminus. A smaller and not unlovely village rests on the fall line to the east, the town of Auburn, Alabama. This contribution to the 2021 Southeastern Sectional Meeting of the Geological Society of America is called Alabama Botany for Rock Jocks. In spite of its jocular title, its subject is complex and vital. Biodiversity, and especially that of the plant kingdom, is one of Alabama's foremost scientific resources, and it arises in large part due to geological, climatic, and geomorphic mechanisms. Part 1 of this virtual field trip will travel over the conceptual domains of Alabama biodiversity and geology, and will also visit the principles and practices of geobotany. Part 2 of this field trip will take us on a journey to the Donald E. Davis Arboretum at Auburn University. The Davis Arboretum is a natural science, conservatorial, and community resource focused on preserving and showcasing Alabama's extraordinary natural environment. The facility is a projectional experiential model of Alabama's physiographic layout and biogeographic provinces. The Arboretum is also a resource for teaching and research at the university. Open and accessible to all, the Davis Arboretum helps fulfill Auburn's mission as a land-grant university. Part 3 of this field trip will take participants to several localities that offer unique examples of geobotany. We'll see one of the rarest oak tree species in the world, Quercus boyntonii, which prefers to live on substrates of coarse-grained Paleozoic sandstone rather than soil. We'll see flora that only grow in extremely specific hydrologic and climatic conditions. We'll also see how the long-term history, geology, and climate of the state help to curate its extraordinary biodiversity.